What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Today we're going to be discussing why I think Iann Dior should go back to internet money. Before we do start, I know that 47% of the people that are watching these videos are not subscribed, so if you're new here, please drop a sub. It would actually help the channel out a lot. And with that being said, we're going to get started. Iann started making music under the name Iann Dior back in 2019 when Taz Taylor and Internet Money found him, and they helped executive produce all his projects and the music he put out while he was working with them directly as an Internet Money artist. He was signed to them for his record label in a joint venture with 10K Projects, and that's how we ended up with Nothing's Ever Good Enough, Industry Plant, and a few one-off singles like Pouring and Good Day. Well, at the end of 2019, we pretty much knew that Iann and Internet Money had some sort of falling out, or just something to the point where Iann was not going to be working with them anymore, and he wasn't even a signed Internet Money artist anymore. He was strictly just working with 10K Projects as his record label. This could have been some sort of beef. It could have been just the fact that maybe Iann wanted to work with other people. Maybe Internet Money wanted to move on and work with other artists. Whatever the reason was, Iann went out and did I'm Gone in 2020. And we also got his biggest song to date, Mood, with 24K Golden. 2020 was definitely a successful year for Iann. He honestly peaked then numbers wise. That's probably the greatest year he's had. You can't really discredit Internet Money because they did lay all of that groundwork in 2019. At the same time though, you can't discredit Iann because there's a reason people like his music, for him and the style that he was going for. So I honestly think Internet Money and Iann Dior just worked really well together. In 2021, we honestly had the worst year ever to be an Iann fan. It was such a drought. Honestly, just a terrible year if you're a fan of Iann. I think this is where a lot of people probably stopped listening to him just for the fact that he didn't know what album he wanted to do. He didn't drop any music, and it was just a really annoying era. But then at the top of this year, Iann did drop his sophomore studio album, On to Better Things, which was yet again another project he made by himself, even though he did have some help with Internet Money on this one through songs like Options, Regret, and many others that were done by Nick Mira and Census. But as for actual music that Internet Money executive produced and helped Iann put together for a project or an album, we have not had something like that since 2019. Ever since Iann dropped On to Better Things, like I said at the start of this year, he's been in the rollout to what is either going to be a mixtape or his third studio album, which is Rebirth. He's dropped, I believe, 2 singles for the project, Live Fast, Die Numb, and Saddest Soundtrack. And then we did get a one-off single as well, at least I believe it is, I Find It Hard. He dropped this because his fans wanted him to from the snippet that he previewed. But other than that, this is the new era, this Rebirth era with his blonde hair and this more pop punk type music. Iann definitely has had some pop punk influence on almost every album he's done. Industry Plant had Dark Side, which was producer in collaboration with Travis Barker. I'm Gone had Sick and Tired. On to Better Things had Obvious and Hopeless Romantic, and now Rebirth has Live Fast, Die Numb, Saddest Soundtrack, and tons of other snippets that sound like they're going down way more rock and roll alternative type route. Alright, with all that backstory being said, I do think On to Better Things is a really good project. Honestly, I don't have a lot of complaints to it. I can't lie, Industry Plant is still the best piece of music or body of music Iann has released. I seriously just don't think Iann will be able to put something together that good without Internet Money. The production on that album, to the lyrics, Iann's vocal deliveries, literally everything, just the vibe that that whole album gives off is something that I would love to see Iann try and top or do again, but I just don't think he's going to, being out on his own or just doing what he's doing now. I want to make it very clear that I'm a fan of what Iann's doing now. If you watch my videos, you know this. I liked On to Better Things. I'm excited for Rebirth, but I feel like I speak for myself and a lot of Iann fans when I say that the best time to really be an Iann fan felt like 2019 when he was with Internet Money. If you were here around that time, you probably agree with me. Iann was always active, going on Instagram Live, playing snippets, hits dropping consistently. The music was fire. And I don't know about you guys, but Internet Money is just a dope collective. I think just seeing Iann and Taz and Nick Mira and all of them together is just a good atmosphere, I feel like. And Internet Money obviously still knows how to make hits. We've seen them go out on their own and executive produce their own album and have tons of hits on it. And they're also working with newer artists like Dro Kenji, Rock Ken, Rich Amari. Internet Money's doing completely fine. They're doing their own thing. I just think Iann going back to Internet Money would not only make Iann a lot more active and just talking to his fans more like he used to, and I just think we would get some really good music. I do want to say though, Iann has been consistently releasing pretty much this whole year. We got Onto Better Things and we've gotten tons of singles, so I do want to say shout out to that because this has been a really good year to be a fan of him. But with all this being said, let me know in the comments down below. Would you guys rather Iann do what he's doing now, or do you think it would be cool or a good idea if Iann went back to Internet Money? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.